Well, we're live here at World Gym Eastlake for the 2015 San Diego Open, where we're about to kick off our next semifinal of the evening between Jaime Martell and Alex Cardona. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me tonight with his commentary is Scott Staples. Welcome, Scott.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching on the WRT. Hope you guys are all enjoying it. We'll give a big shout out to the sponsor club, the World Gym Eastlake, and Felipe Padilla, his great staff. Without them and supporting this event, supporting this local event, racquetball, we wouldn't be able to do this. Another big sponsor, OHE Painting, Moses Tile and Stone. It's a great event here in Chula Vista. We got about 60 people sitting in the stand and about another 30, 40 people standing room only here. Big party outside with the Gearbox bus, big Gearbox barbecue pit, Gearbox keg, Gearbox party. You know, that's one thing I enjoy about Gearbox. Evolution of racquetball. They've changed it. They've supported it along with the WRT, and they've made other companies adhere to what they do.
Well, that's quite a plug there, Scott. Thank you very much.
Game one.
Looks like we're ready to get started here
Zero
with
serving
our
zero.
first game of our second match here this evening, the 2015 San Diego Open. We'd like to thank all of you for watching and supporting the WRT. And so here we go. We have Alex Cardona versus Jaime Martell, number 1 versus number 5. Anything can happen here. We do play best of 2 out of 3, first 2 to 15, breaker to 11.
You know, I like watching Jaime because he's a good up-and-coming player. He's
One serving zero.
unpredictable. I mean, here recently, one of his major wins of his racquetball career is he beat Cliff Swain.
That's right.
And that was a big
The Midwest Championships back in May.
Yeah, that was a big win for him. And so, you know, Jaime is one of those players that he comes out and he surprises you. But we got with Alex Cardona, we got a strong player.
Big rally here to open up the game
Side out.
as Jaime is able to
Zero
side
serving
out
one.
after Cardona's first point.
You know, before the match, I went up to Jaime and I asked him, hey, how you feeling? How you feeling about the match? He says, I'm nervous. And he's actually literally shaking. And he said that, you know, he goes in there and it's first couple points and his nerves go away.
Side out.
Yeah, and it all kind of changes.
Just kind of
0-0.
sets in, but he's very calm.
One serving zero.
Collective, and just it's hard to get in his mind. He's pretty strong mentally.
Martell has been one of my favorite up-and-coming players to watch here on the WRT, to see him really start to come into his own and take control of his mental focus out here.
Second serve.
And here he is now in the semifinals, his third semifinal against Alex Cardona.
You know, this would be a good match because Alex Cardona is very strong mentally also. And so, it's, you know, as we were talking earlier, you know, racquetball is what, 80%.
2 serving zero.
And with these players, they're not going to be able to get in each other's heads and get them off their focus of winning these games and making these shots.
Cardona's
Three
been
serving
playing
zero.
really solid racquetball as well. In the last 3 events, he's won all the titles, making him the 7-time WRT titleist here in 2015, earning his 7 titles.
Well, Alex Cardona has a very strong game. I mean, here recently in the U.S. Open, he took Alvaro Beltran to a type 5 gamer. And he's a very
Zero
tight,
serving 3.
good player. Calm, cool,
Absolutely.
and collective on the court.
He's an 11-time World Junior champion.
You know, Mexico's produced a lot of strong players. You got Jaime Martell, you got Alex Cardona, you got
Jordi Alonso, who is in the
Jordi Alonso.
quarterfinals. Andre Padilla, who is representing for Mexico at Junior Worlds this weekend.
3 serve zero.
Strong programs coming out of, I mean, I could at least say
Yeah.
Juarez, Chihuahua, and San Luis Potosí
Yeah.
just by naming those players. So you're
You
right,
know-
a lot of support from Mexico.
Yes, here in San Diego, we go down to TJ and play, and you know, you go to a regular court, and they have 5 courts, and they line their rackets up outside the court, and that's how they do it. But then if you're not an A
4 serve
player,
zero.
don't get on the court of an A player.
No
You play on the
chance.
next court. That's a B player, and so on as the divisions go. They take it really good, really personal down there. not personal,
Five
but
serve
they take it
0.
very serious to where, not personal, but they just take it very serious down there. That they go out there and it's, here we go out there and we want to sweat, we want to run and have fun. Down there, they take it personal. They want to, they want the games to be high level.
Sure, high competition for sure.
Second serve. Six serving 0.
Now, Jaime Martell, we've seen him dig himself out of many deficits, so the 6-0 lead here for Cardona, anything can happen.
So he's
only
very
game
hard
one.
on himself. Jaime is very hard on himself. He punishes himself, and
7-0.
see by his frustration, and he's very, he takes it out. He's very, he wears his, what is it? He's
Wears his heart on his sleeve?
Hard on his sleeves. There you go.
Side out. 0 serve 7.
Called right there. That's a good call. He was set up.
There we go. Martell now in an opportunity.
Timeout.
He's going to go ahead and call it timeout, which is very typical for Jaime. Once he gets into the service box, he calls the timeout. Looks like
He's taking a timeout, not going off the court, huh?
He's going to stay on the court, and so are we. It's a good opportunity to talk about the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, who supports both Jaime Martell and Alex Cardona. For those of you that want to find out more about the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, make sure you go to give2rydf.org, doing great things for the sport of racquetball and players like Jaime Martell and Alex Cardona. If you
0
want to make a
serving
donation,
7.
Go to give2rydf.org. Time back in here in game 1 of our semifinal. Ooh,
Side out.
quite a pickup there from Alex Cardona. I thought that ball was going to be down.
7 serving 0.
One thing to note about Cardona is he does have such a natural gift for racquetball, and even watching his game progress in the last year, he used to be all about power, but seeing his change in shot selection and how he switches up his shots as well has just been really great for Cardona.
8 serve 0.
Scott, what do you think Jaime needs to tell himself in order to pick himself up? You were saying he gets pretty hard on himself. Do you think it was smart for him to stay out there for the timeout?
No, he should have come off the court right there and came out and got a fresher breath there.
Side out.
Just got out of the court. I mean, right now he's hitting the ball. He's out of frustration. He's very frustrated. He gets the way.
0-8.
He needs to get away from the court and away from the ball for at least 30 seconds to get his thoughts in order.
Clear his mind. Well, he does have the side out now. Let's see what he can do.
Side out.
I mean, who wouldn't get frustrated whenever you do a drive?
8 serving 0.
Puts an easy one right there in the corner. Who wouldn't get frustrated with that and be frustrated with their game?
Yeah, it's got to be tricky going up against Cardona. Number 1, 7 titles here on the WRT. 11 titles as a junior. Quite a reputation to follow.
That's a rough skip.
Ref's going to call it good. That's
good.
going
0-8.
Jaime's way.
That went his way. I thought it skipped. But then I think even Jaime thought it skipped too. He got a free one there. Maybe that'll help him change his momentum right now.
Nice get from Cardona.
Nice skip.
Ooh,
Point.
Nice movement there.
1 serving 8.
Jaime.
You know, watching Jaime, he did the right shot selection. He did everything that he wanted to do and had Alex go the way he wanted to go. But that last shot, he didn't put it away. He left it up, and Alex was able to get it out to extend the rally.
Ooh, nice shot there from Jaime. A rollout down the line.
Point. 2 serving 8.
2 points now for Jaime. As we said before, you can't underestimate Martell. He's come back from a bigger deficit than 2-8.
You know, he fights himself mentally, as we were saying, but once he gets into his little groove,
Yeah, he can really get under your skin.
yeah.
an unfortunate
rough. That
skip
was
there for
wallpaper.
Jaime. I guess we jinxed
Side
him
out.
a little bit
8 serving
here.
2.
No, that ball was a wallpaper. it was hard to get to. It wasn't trying to kill it right there. The shot selection. I mean, right there, the ball so close to the wall, wallpapered it. He should have went to a ceiling shot instead of trying to kill it, put it away. It's kind of hard.
Nice get from Jaime. Keeping it alive. 2 great gets. Wow. What
Point.
a great rally.
That's good.
Great effort there from Jaime Martell.
9 serving 2.
Frustrated, Jaime. Asking
Timeout.
glasses, getting a timeout, trying to get some fresh air. I think that's the best decision for him to get his head out of it.
Smart timeout for Jaime. We'll be right back with more of Game 1 of our semifinal between Cardona and Martell right after this. The 2015 San Diego Open brought to you by Gearbox, Live Racquetball, the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Visit give2rydf.org. World Gym Eastlake, the premier facility. And OHE Painting and Wall Covering. And we're back live in Game 1 of our semifinal
serving
match between
2.
Alex Cardona and Jaime Martell. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and Scott Staples is on the mic with me today.
Cheers, everybody.
Nice skip from Cardona.
Wow.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, you can't get frustrated on that
11
shot.
serving 2.
You know, when those shots come out, you can't get frustrated. Jaime's getting frustrated with those shots. He's making good shot selections. He needs to use a little more down the line, but he's making good shot selections. But whenever Alex is getting him and putting him away like that, it's why you get frustrated. You're wasting energy.
Yeah, I think that's where Alex's natural talent just really shines
Short.
through.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Big
Put a
drive
pressure on his
server,
opponent.
Alex Cardona. And he just makes it look so natural.
Yeah.
When
12
he's standing
serving
with
2.
his feet set, he's in the right position, and he makes it look easy to do those things, but
You look
not
at the
that
demeanor.
easy to get there.
Yeah, no, you look at the demeanor of Jaime right now, and he's hitting his racket against the leg and stuff, but the opponent
Point.
is putting it away.
13-2.
Can't get it. It will cause you frustration, but
Alex Cardona now 13-2 for Martell.
Fourteen serves 2.
There's still an opportunity for Martell to turn it on. We've seen him do it before. I've seen him come from a 114 deficit, so anything can happen here for Jaime as he picks up some trash off the floor, wants to make sure it's all clean out there. Second serve.
wow.
Game 1,
Crazy
Cardona.
serve there from Cardona gives him 15 points, 15-2 over Jaime Martell. Be interested to see if Martell can switch things around and kind of change his mental focus coming back into Game 2. We'll be right back with more of our semifinal between Cardona and Martell in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. we're back live in Game 2 of our second semifinal here
Game 2.
at the
0 serving 0.
2015 San Diego Open. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me on the mic is Scott Staples. Thank you, Scott, for joining us and keeping the crowd pumped up here in San Diego.
Thank you for having me. During the break,
Side out.
we talked to Jaime just to get a little
0 serving
try to
0.
calm him down, because you can see he's so tense and he's so frustrated. Just, the whole thing I told him, I was like, buddy, you got to go in there, play your game, relax, and take it for what it is. If you get beat, but you need to relax.
I think that's good advice. Jaime needs to play his game right now against Cardona. Cardona taking game 1, 15-2.
Cardona totally, sorry to interrupt, Cardona totally hasn't played his game. And
Point.
come up
Good
and you skip a
thinking
shot
there.
like that.
Yeah, good thinking by Jaime. Unfortunate.
1 serving
skip.
0. Side out.
Cardona going for a
0 serves
softer
1.
shot. Didn't go his way, and there's a side out for Martell.
Mixing it up a little bit.
Point. 1 serving 1.
All tied up now, 1-1. Now the winner of this match will go on to the finals tomorrow, where they will face Jake Bredenbeck. That'll be another great final here at the 2015 San Diego Open.
Amazing shot right there by Alex. Just
Side out.
put
1
it
serving
away.
1.
You leave it up for him, give him the opportunity, he's going to put it away every time. He's not like what we were talking about earlier, a dog chasing a ball inside the court. He's going to put him away every time. You leave it up, it's gone.
Nice get from Jaime as he gets back up.
Great shot selection. Right there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's obvious. He had Jaime behind him. Nowhere else to go except for down the line opposite side.
Jaime
Point.
does a great
2
job of
serving
getting
1.
back up, but it's hard to get back to center court. Cardona kind of has him pinned up over there on the left side of the court.
Side out. 1 serving 2. Point. 2 serving 2.
And with that, Martell's going to tie it up 2-2 here in game 2.
Point.
Skip there from Cardona. We
3
haven't
serving
seen
2.
too many mistakes from Cardona so far in this match. And Martell now in the lead 3-2.
Side out. 2 serving 3.
I love the tournaments here in San Diego. Just, out here in Chula Vista, to get all the supporters and sponsors.
Nope.
It's almost like it's a phone call away, a Facebook post away, and then we can get a good 100 people here watching a local event right back there.
Ooh, great get from Jaime.
Point.
Yeah, there's a great support
3
and
serving 3.
community here in San Diego. It's always a good time. This is the 4th time the WRT has made it down to San Diego. So, of course, we appreciate all the support. We couldn't do it without the local sponsors.
Side out.
Also like to give a shout out to our DJ Alex Crescencio. Doing a great job. Crescencio. Doing a great job keeping the crowd pumped out here and keeping us moving.
Point.
Point for
473.
Jaime. And he's leading again here in game 2. Ooh.
Point.
Nice placement
5-3.
there from Jaime. Gets Cardona trapped up against the back wall, and in a rare occasion, Cardona doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. Ball came off the racket into the sidewall back into him. And this level of his velocity is hard shot. Jaime looking for a hinder right there. They are going to call it over.
Gonna get that replay.
It was,
Replay.
Those are hard shots. I mean,
5-3.
He set up, yeah. He had his head. It was above the head shot, center court. You know, the ref was generous enough to give it back.
Second serve.
Side out.
Right there, Jaime did exactly what he wanted. He had
3 serving 5.
Did his knee serve, high return, and wasn't able to put it away.
Side out.
Nice side
5
out
serving
there
3.
for Jaime Martell.
Second serve. Skip ball.
And as we're saying earlier,
6 serving
hopefully
3.
everybody at home watching can hear the music right now. They got Tootsie Roll playing, and you got some people dancing. You watching some great racquetball. Jake Brennebeck eating some pizza, hydrating himself. But over here in San Diego, we bring the party.
We're having a great time here at
Second
World
serve.
Gym Eastlake in Chula Vista. If you guys are in the area, we encourage you to come down and check it out. We will have the finals tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll have Jake Brennebeck against the winner of this semifinal match here this evening. Nice pickup from Jaime.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh.
Side out.
Jaime called himself that.
3
he got it on a
serving
double bounce,
6.
And everybody else thought it was good, even the ref. And the referee even said thank you.
It is nice to see that type of honesty for sure. I mean, the ball knows, right? So it's going to come back to you in the end anyway, but we
The
certainly
racquetball gods
appreciate
will
that.
tell.
Yes. Sure, Jaime will be paid back for that.
See?
Point.
I thought that skipped in.
Yeah, I thought that
I thought
skipped
that
as
skipped
well.
in.
I thought that
4-6.
was going to be Jaime's good karma coming back for him.
See, now if I wasn't on the mic right now talking to everybody online, I had to be talking trash to the ref about a bad call. But, you know.
Keeping it nice and clean here on the commentating. We appreciate that.
No,
Point.
refereeing's a rough job.
Absolutely.
5
You see
serving
what
6.
you see, and you got 40 other, 50 other, 60 other people watching the game, and they see something else. And the players that are inside the court see something else, and it's just the refereeing. I mean, I give my respects to the refs out there because it's a rough job.
It is a tough job. A lot of forces working against you.
Short.
And to keep your composure, when you got the, prime
Most
example.
pressure.
Yesterday Anthony was reffing a match, and the player came out and wanted to argue the call. And the ref said, "Hey, I made my
Point.
call. Go back in there and play."
6 serving 6.
And with that, Cardona is going to tie it up 6-6 here in game 2 after winning game 1 15-2. We've seen a different attitude here from Jaime Martell in game 2, putting the pressure on Cardona, who just now is tying it up.
Great diving get by Martell. Skips it in. Oh, you called it
Set
good.
out.
All right, hey, you got one. The Racquetball Gods came back to
6-6.
game 1
There
to
it is.
Martell.
Jaime keeping it up. Behind the back is good. And Cardona puts it away in the corner.
I don't know what Alex is
Side out.
wanting to get there on
6-6.
that call. I mean, I don't know what he's looking for. You see anything that he
Yeah,
might be
not
looking
sure.
for?
I thought that was going to go his way.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what he's looking for right there, giving the ref a look and
Maybe from
Bobby
that
Horn.
behind the back.
I don't know.
It looked good from here. A soft touch from Cardona. Martell picks it up, and then Cardona sends him to the back left
Point.
corner.
7 serving 6.
Smart play there by Cardona, and that's just part of his instinctiveness, I think, in the game and reading his opponent.
Nope. Side out.
that was a good one. He had Alex going from side to side, diving for each rally. I mean, that is good shot selection there by Jaime. Jaime getting a smart timeout.
Timeout.
You know, he got. I don't think he should have got a timeout right because Alex is going to be a little tired going after those 2 rallies. He dove 3 times he knows, and so I think you should take it back in there and keep going. But
Well, Jaime's going to take that timeout no matter what Scott Staples thinks, and we'll be right back with more from Scott and Jaime and Alex right after this.
The 2015 San Diego Open brought to you by Gearbox, Live Racquetball, the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Visit give2rydf.org. World Gym Eastlake, the premier facility, and OHE Painting and Wall Covering.
And we're back live here in game 2 of our semifinal here this evening between Alex Cardona, who's now leading in game 2, against Jaime Martell. Jaime Martell just calling that timeout as he steps back into the service box, and Scott Staples and I were just discussing some of the strategy behind calling the timeout once you do step into the service box. Sometimes I feel like it could be a momentum killer, and maybe it's just a good way for Jaime to kind of recollect his focus.
yeah, you know, you call timeouts to stop the other opponent to kind of give him that break. To slow the game
Time in. 6 serving 7.
on your pace. And Jaime just had Alex diving all over the court, and he called a timeout. So we'll see how it works for him. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Alex didn't come off the court.
yeah, please.
Stayed on there, and then he came back
Pepper
in.
Side out.
And a side out there for Cardona.
7-6.
Not what Jaime was going for.
Good music. Brings you back a couple.
Definitely appreciating DJ Alex in the house here, coming down from the LA area to be with us here in San Diego this weekend.
He's the resident DJ. He goes down to all the events and DJs. Right now he got the Beastie Boys playing.
Side out.
And a side out for Jaime. No point change since Jaime's timeout, so that is working for Jaime. He's down by 1 in game 2.
6-7. Point.
Alex
And then
stepped the other way, and Jaime brought it
7-7.
down the line. That's a good serve.
a serve for Jaime Martell.
Side out.
I mean,
7 serving 7.
reaching over there to help out Alex to go the other way and brought it right back down the line.
Side out.
Alex looked for a hander right there, but then got the side out after it killed him.
7 serving 7.
If he's asking for the hander, give it to him. No. Right?
Can't just give it away.
Give it away, right? But I've been curious to see if Alex is calling for the hander. See what would have happened.
8-7.
Now it's 8 serving 7 here in game 2.
Thought that was no 2 bounces. It looked like it was 2 bounces, but
Side out.
put it away on the other side of the court.
7 serving 8.
Alex's reach.
7-8. Side out.
Side out for side
8-7.
out here. These guys are kind of stuck at 8-7 right now in game 2. Both players looking to the ref for the call.
7-8.
The call was great, put away down the line by Martell.
Nice cross-court
Side
shot
out.
from Cardona for a side out. Still no points.
8 serving 7. Ocho siete.
You know, it is a good time right here on the court.
Side
Nice
out.
kill shot there from Jaime. Kind of off balance there.
Alex is going to timeout.
Timeout.
See how that works for him.
Well, we'll be right back with more of game 2 as Jaime is making his comeback and forcing Cardona to call the timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment. Sorry, Scott, I talked right over you. We'll be right back. And we're back live in game 2 of the 2015 San Diego Open. We are broadcasting live from World Gym Eastlake. Special thanks to Felipe Padilla and his team here who have been the utmost in giving us everything we need here for the tournament this weekend. Also like to thank Scott Staples for joining me here on the broadcast this weekend. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and I just seem to be consistently talking over Scott here. So welcome, Scott, and thank you.
Oh, hey, thank you. You know, we're talking about the balls and the gearbox ball, how it's a great ball and it feels lots of power.
It's that black gearbox ball. If you guys want to put in an order for some gearbox balls, go to gearboxrb.com.
You know, the gearbox, they have a black ball and they have a blue ball. Which,
8-7.
Do you prefer the black or the blue ball?
No, I like the black ball. The blue ball, I really don't care for the black ball. You can feel more of it. You can feel the come off the racket. Just a lot more. Yeah, I don't know. Just
A lot more spring and maybe power behind the black ball.
the blue ball seems a little bit more. I mean, the black ball seems faster.
Skip
and
ball.
it seems better for your game, but blue balls suck, and
7-8.
it's hard. The blue balls.
Well, the black ball is the official ball of the WRT. Looks like we made a good choice.
8-8.
All tied up now, 8-8 here in game 2. Anything can happen as Jaime is holding on here against Alex Cardona, number 5 versus number 1.
Nine serving 8.
And with that, Jaime Martell now takes the lead against Alex Cardona. We've seen quite a battle here in game 2, a different game 2 from game 1. Nice to see Jaime battling back and holding on here and putting the pressure on number 1 Alex Cardona with 7 WRT titles.
Side out.
But get back to the balls. I mean, I don't know if there's a big preference out there about what they do. The black ball,
8-9.
The blue balls. When I play with blue balls, my arms kind of hurt.
So you prefer the black ball is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone should go out and get a Gearbox black
Point.
ball. As Cardona buries that black
Nine
ball
serving
deep
9.
in the corner there for a point. Tying it up now 9-9 in game 2.
Second serve.
Just out of reach there for Jaime.
10 serving 9.
I feel Jaime's composure in his game has been a lot better. After that first game, he had it was a bad beat the first game, and he came here in the second game, and he has his composure back. He's playing a good game, but Alex is just a tough opponent.
Oh, absolutely. Jaime's been playing really well, as we were talking about
10 serving
how
9.
his game has progressed over the last year, and it's nice to see how that can even shift from game 1 to game 2, and it's totally different. Point to point here. Second serve. Ooh, and with that, we got a broken ball. All that talk about the balls, and here we have the Gearbox black ball splitting in 2. Quite a lot of power coming out here from Cardona
Balls get warm
and
they
Jaime.
split.
That's what happens. Luckily, we
10
got a whole
serving 9
bag
again.
of them here for the weekend,
Got a
so we can
bag
just
of
shoot another one
balls.
out there.
Yes, we got a bag of balls to play with.
Of course, for those of you watching at home, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss a past event if you go to youtube.com/World Racquetball. We thank you for all the support here on the WRT. Ooh.
Nice turnaround shot by Jaime right there, and
Side out.
was able to put it away.
9 serving 10.
It's funny. I mean, with all seriousness aside, this past Friday we were playing. There's a good group of us that go out and play racquetball. One of our buddies got on the court, and he was playing with the black ball. Just hit the ball a handful of times. He was like, "Oh," he could tell by the make of the ball. He was, "This is an excellent ball." And then we got a gearbox ball, and he was like, and he was
10
able to
serving
tell
9.
the difference, and it was when we looked at the ball, you can see the faded, very faded excellent signal, but without looking at it, he was able to tell that what it was. So
Just from how it plays.
how it plays. I mean, some people difference on the rackets. Is the racket going to make a difference?
Point.
Ooh,
Is
and
the
an
weight
ace
going to make a
for
difference?
Cardona.
It's a
11
big
serving
difference
9.
on the balls, on the color of the balls, and the quality of the ball, etc. Gearbox does make a really good ball. They do last through hard rallies. Jake only broke one ball. Here, this last 2 games, we only broke 1 ball.
I mean, look at that drive serve from Cardona. He's hit the smack out of it.
He is.
And that's one thing interesting to me as I, learn more and more about racquetball. When I first came, I didn't know, there's different colors and the different colors of different weights and different ways that they play. And so being a part of the WRT, I've only played with a black ball, but.
Yeah. No, the outdoor red ball is a different one.
Ooh, nice shot there from Jaime Martell as he holds on here.
Side out. 9 serving 12.
Game 2, down by 3 points. He's going to
Timeout.
go ahead and call a timeout, as we've come to expect from Jaime when he steps into the service box. We'll be right back with more from the WRT in just a moment. And we're back live here in Game 2 of the 2015 San Diego Open semifinal between Alex Cardona and Jaime Martell. Jaime Martell stepping into the service box and calling that timeout, now down by 3 in Game 2. We encourage all of you at home to share with the world that you're watching live racquetball with the WRT by sharing the link for the live stream. You can share it at bit.ly/WRT live or bit.ly/live racquetball. We will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. live streaming the finals, where the winner of this match will face Jake Bredenbeck.
That's one thing watching this game with Alex. He has such great court recognition, and it's almost like he's able to predict where the ball is going and where Jaime's going to shoot it.
Yeah, he just has this intuitive sense when it comes to, court awareness and where your opponent is, and it's been so exciting to watch.
It looks like right now when they're both up here in the service box and they're both right there, it seems like the ideal shot was sent to the other side, but Alex stayed right there because he kind of knew Jaime was going to send it right back to him.
Last week, Cardona played in the finals against Bredenbeck, and you guys can go to youtube.com/World Racquetball and check out that. But check out that match because Cardona just had incredible court sense, and he was moving Bredenbeck all around the court and won his 7th title there that weekend.
13 serving 9.
There's a point for Cardona. But that match was just, to me, such a great example of Cardona just feeling where his opponent was and hitting it where he wasn't, and it was really fun to watch because he's always been known as a power player, but to see him really be able to utilize all the tools in his tool case.
Yeah, in his
it's
his
just
tool
been
belt,
a pleasure.
in his
Tool belt,
tool belt.
something like that. Wherever you keep your tools, it's been great to watch him.
Side out.
Side out for Jaime, who shows extreme mental
9-13.
focus. We've seen him come back from a bigger deficit than 9-13, so anything can happen here in Game 2.
See, that's rough right there. And that would that would break anybody mentally whenever you're sitting there and you're giving your best shot and somebody just returns it like that. That would break anybody mentally.
Looks like that's a skip as Jaime heads into the service box. And Cardona tries to break his racket with his teeth. Little does he know there's pizza outside for the players who doesn't have to eat his racket.
Yeah. I like doing that. When I do a great shot or a great kill, I like licking my racket.
No.
Well, there's a side out for Cardona. And his opportunity here to answer
9 serving
back.
13.
Nice chase down there by Cardona.
Yeah, that was a very good get by Alex right there. He dug that one out, brought it in. He did what he does a lot of. And like going back, I mean, that's
Side
what
out.
frustrates people. You know, you think you're going to be
9-13.
able to put it away, and he digs that off a half-inch off the ground and puts it back up, and then turns around and kills it again. Or it's frustrating. Wow.
Oh, nice diving get from Cardona.
Wow.
Oh,
Great
nice
get right there.
placement there
10
from
serving
Jaime.
13.
You know, he has the right shot, but it's kind of, you know, he sets himself so up, and Alex is looking at him with his body position. He knows right where he's going with the ball. He set himself up for it.
Timeout.
Cardona's going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere as Jaime Martell steps into the service box here in Game 2. And we're back live now in Game 2 of our semifinal between Alex Cardona and Jaime Martell. We're live out of World Gym Eastlake, where we have Alex Cardona taking the timeout, really feeling the pressure from Jaime Martell here in Game 2. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me on the microphone is Scott Staples.
Yo, yo, cheers everybody out there in internet WRT land. Out here joining myself at World Gym East Lake, and thanks to Felipe for his great staff and all of our great sponsors in watching this great semifinal match between Martell and Alex.
Absolutely.
You know, as we were talking about earlier, you know, just Jaime has his work cut out for him right now, and he's really got to stay
10-13.
mentally focused to be able to bring it in.
He has the opportunity to send it to breaker, only down by 3 points in Game 2.
Side out. Alex. 13-10.
I don't know what Jaime's talking about right there about the red line, the line or what.
Ooh. Nice get from
Side out.
Cardona,
Nice.
and then great placement
10,
there
serving
for
13.
Jaime. Definitely had Cardona going the wrong way.
Yes, he did. It was a good shot. Alex kind of thought he knew where Jaime was going, and Jaime took it the other way. That's a good get. That ball cracked out, and Jaime was able
11-13.
to control and put it away.
Yeah, great shot there from Jaime.
I'd be really happy if this did go to a 3-gamer.
Ooh, wow. That's good.
You know, I'm not really happy with
12-13.
that serve by Jaime right there. I mean, it's he lucked out on that one, but
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that serve,
Yeah.
but he was able to hold it together there for the rally. And
Alex
Great
is right there waiting
placement.
for it. And he's usually putting him away. And here he goes back again. He thinks it's working for him.
within one of tying it up now.
Side out.
Cardona must have heard me and said, not so fast, Laura. I'm going to side him out right
13-12.
here. Oh, wow, what a get from Cardona.
Wow.
Nice
Great
Soft
control.
hands, yeah.
Great control. Great rally by him.
Match point serving 12.
Match point now for Alex Cardona. If he can pull this off, he'll be going to the finals tomorrow at 12 p.m. We will be broadcasting live from World Gym Eastlake here in Chula Vista, San Diego. And this will be another matchup between number 1 and number 2 on the WRT because Jake Bredenbeck is already set for the finals tomorrow.
No, I think that'll be a great match tomorrow too. And he skips it to finish the game. Broken ball. What luck. What luck. Broke ball. Jaime Martell getting the next ball.
14-12.
Broken ball means we're going to replay it. This match is not over yet.
I think that's the worst way to end a match on a hard skip like that. So I'm glad it was a broken ball, so that way they can finish the match.
Here we go, match point for Alex Cardona.
To come off with a power drive serve like that,
Match.
great idea. It's a
Alex
brand new
Cardona.
ball. It's fresh. Ball's fast.
And with that, Cardona is going to close out this semifinal against Jaime Martell. We're going to get down on the court and hear some words from Alex Cardona. Thank you, Scott, for joining me here today. We'll be right back with a quick interview from Cardona.